Hey you guys, this is J-Hen and I'm coming to you with my first Travel Tech Tuesday video. And in this video, we'll be taking a look at one of the devices that I like to use for vlogging. Okay, you guys, so this is my first Travel Tech Tuesday video. I'm going to start doing Travel Tech Tuesdays each and every Tuesday where I'll be sharing some of the behind the scenes things that I use to film my YouTube videos from the beginning until now, as well as I'll be doing some unboxing. So if you're interested in checking me out each week, hit that subscribe button down below. But right now we're going to talk about the little device here that I was just introduced to back in, I think, like February of this year. Another YouTuber recommended this device for me, my boy Kashino. Check him out. I'll leave one of his videos up top there. He does a lot of cool street photography on his channel from over in London and in the UK. But this device right here is what we're going to be talking about today. It is the DJI Osmo Pocket. The DJI Osmo Pocket right here. This is what I started using, like I said, in March. I used it the first time when I went to Punta Cana. If you want to check out any of those videos, go ahead and check out my channel. You can see those videos. But I used this device, and it was pretty cool because some people may think that, oh, you've been doing YouTube for a while. To me, I still feel like a new YouTuber. And even with having a channel that focuses on like travel and vlogging and things like that, sometimes, guess what, you guys? I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. I still get like real shy when I'm out filming in public, whether it's in a restaurant, whether it's in the street, and it's a lot of people around. A lot of times I just get nervous or I'll just clam up. But one of the things that I liked about having this is that it's so small, it's so compact to where, you know, a lot of times I don't feel as nervous when I'm using it because it's just a lot smaller. People might not even really know what you're doing if you're using this because it's just that small versus when you have an actual cell phone that you're out and that you're using. So this has kind of helped me to get a lot more comfortable with filming in public, even though, like I said, most of my videos have been filmed either with a GoPro or my cell phone when I'm in public. But this device here, it's pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys some of the accessories that I have that I use with it as well. So off the bat, some of the things that I do like about it is that even though it's this very small space there, it does have an actual area for you to see yourself and to see what you're filming, and it's touchscreen. Now it is very small, but there are some solutions to that, to where you can see yourself actually bigger by using the app and having your phone paired with this device or using an attachment to connect your phone to the device. So another thing that's really good is that it does shut on very quickly. You can see it shuts down and it turns like that. Just by pushing this button, it comes on super quick, faster than me sometimes getting my cell phone together. This bad boy can be on in an instant. Another thing I liked about using this a lot too is like on an airplane, if you're on a bus, a train, it's just so nice and convenient just to be able to have this, you know, slip down in your pocket, not taking up too much space, and I can just pull this out. So if you watch my Punta Cana vlogs, you'll see me on the airplane talking, and I'm pretty much using this device right here. And so on the front here, it just has, you know, this on and off switch, which also can switch it from camera mode to video mode. Also, it switches it from front facing to rear facing camera just with the touch of a button here. So 1, 2, 3, and the camera gimbal flips around to face that way. It flips back and forth. And then if you push it one time, it'll switch from video to camera mode. So you can actually use this as well to take pictures, but just pushing it one time switches it from video to camera, and then pushing it 2 times just kind of recenters the gimbal. So all you have to do is push it 2 times if you would like to recenter the gimbal, but just doing that 1, 2, 3 push there, and especially when I'm vlogging and doing things and I want you guys to see something, or my viewers to see something on the other side, it's just so easy and convenient just to be able to hit that button. And then there's also a record button here, which also it can power on quickly by pushing that record button too, just to start your filming right away. And then it's very stabilized. Your filming and footage is very stabilized because this gimbal here, you know, it can kind of stay in place and won't move. So if you're walking, you know, maybe doing a lot of movement, you know, I've tried to use my GoPro to walk around, try to use my cell phone to walk around, and it's just a lot of movement, especially when I'm doing like hotel tours and cruise tours. With this, I'm able to move through the areas, as well as the gimbal moves so smoothly as you're panning across a room or getting down low, looking at water or animals and things like that. I just love this. I really love it a lot. You can also do things like time-lapse videos with it. I haven't done any time-lapse videos with it. I would like to learn how to do some of the time-lapse videos and things like that. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, there is like a follow me mode, which is something that a lot of people like to use this camera for, where you can pick an object and you can have it to focus on that object and it will actually follow the object. So if I put it on a tripod and I was standing a few feet away, and if I was moving around talking, it would actually, the gimbal would actually follow me around. So that's very, very cool. Or if, like I said, if you're at the zoo and you're filming an animal, or if you're out in public someplace and you're filming something, an object that you want to keep track of and keep watch of, you can just set it to the follow you mode and it will follow and track that object. So that's one of the things that I think is also very cool about it. And then I just want to share some of the accessories that I have used with this. Now I believe that it only has one microphone, so that could be like a downfall for some people, because, you know, the sound might not be picked up around it 360 degrees around it. So if you are filming and you're filming and talking to someone on that side, you know, that could be one of the cons to having this device here, because it just has this one microphone on this side. But again, for filming and things like that, I think it's worked out pretty fine for me as a kind of a new YouTuber and not all that technical into like film and footage and sound and things like that. It works pretty well for just your average guy just trying to get up, pick up and go, or your average girl just trying to pick up and go and just go start filming some stuff. So I really like it. So let me show you a few other things. One thing to note too is that there are no, like, the battery is built in, so there's no way to take the battery out and things like that. But it's never, with all the filming I've done, I've never had it like to die on me, and I probably haven't filmed more than like maybe 2 hours using it, or an hour and a half of filming it. Not that I probably used it the full 2 hours, but just turning it off and turning it back on, getting footage over 2 hours. I've never had it like to die on me, or the battery to die on me at all. And then just too, it's very easy to go through the menus right here on screen. You can swipe to the right, swipe to the left, swipe down, swipe up, as well as you can control the gimbal on this touch screen too. And you can have the gimbal to go up and down, back and forth, things like that. And let me just talk about some of the accessories and some of the things that also come with it. So it does come with a charger. It also comes with this carrying case here. It comes with this case that you can carry it around in, and it has this strap that goes across the front that kind of snaps in place, I guess, so that the DJI pocket, so that it won't fall out. So it's pretty much, once it's turned off, you can just put this right inside this carrying case, and it's pretty secure. And I want to tell you guys, while I was in Punta Cana and filming with it, I was in a restaurant and I knocked my camera onto the floor. It wasn't inside of here. And when I tell you that gimbal was messed up, but luckily I had insurance on it, so I was able to come back in the country and get a new one. But still, that was just kind of bad. So I learned my lesson early on that you got to protect this gimbal. You got to protect it. So even with putting it in your pocket, I always use a case, because I don't want it to get bent or hit or broke. And then even while it's in this case, you can actually you can charge it. There's the charging port is accessible. You can just, you know, stick your plug in there, charge it. So there's no issues with putting it in the case to charge it. And then also, so this comes with it right out the box with it. And then also, one of the things that doesn't come with it is you do have to get an SD card for storage. To have your storage, to utilize it, you do have to get an SD card, and then you also have to have a cell phone because with DJI you do have to use their app in order to set it up. So that's one of the things, you do have to connect it to their app in order to set it up and get any updates that come with it. So out the box you will have to get a SD card for memory. Let me think. And then in the box there's also these attachments that come with it. So there's this interface here that covers the area right here on the camera, but what you can also do when you're connecting it to your cell phone, it does have like the Type-C adapter that comes with it. And then if you're, team Android, you have this Type-C adapter, or if you're team iPhone or iPad or something like that, you have this iPad adapter that they give you with it. And then what happens is, not sure how good you guys are able to see this, it just slides right in like that. And then when it's not in use, it can go that way. And then when you want to use it to connect it to your iPhone or iPad or something like that, or Apple device, you just turn it around and face it that way. And now it can hook up to your Apple device. Me, I'm team Android, even though I got an iPad too, but I'm team Android as far as the cell phones go. So I'm typically using this Type-C adapter right here. So let me just go down the list and think of some of the accessories I have. So one accessory that I really had to get, especially with using the app and things like that, I had to get this DJI wireless module base, which is an accessory. Then all the accessories and things that I have and show in this video, I will put them down in the description below. So in order to make this device be able to have like Bluetooth connection or the Wi-Fi connection to your other device, you do have to have some type of this module base here, this Wi-Fi or wireless module base is what I believe they call it, made by DJI. And then once you hook this into the bottom, you can get the app on your cell phone, and then it'll be able to transmit to your from your phone to your DJI, and you can actually control it from your cell phone, which is very cool. And then you can also download the things that you've recorded or pictures you've taken. You can download them directly to your phone without having it attached by a cord or anything like that. So that's why this wireless module is an actual plus. And then it gives you that bigger interface to be able to control the gimbal and go through some of the settings as well. So that's one thing that was very important for me to get out the back. And then also, I just want to make sure as I'm looking on here to see some of the things that I have. And this is the genuine Osmo Pocket extender rod phone holder with a 1/4 inch tripod mount compatible. So this is the DJI extension rod that does work with this DJI Osmo Pocket. And it actually extends, pretty long here, as well as it has that 1/4 inch attachment area right there. So you can attach this and screw it in to a tripod. And it has the phone holder right here where you can actually hold your cell phone in place here. So it depends on how you're filming, if you're putting this on a tripod. And one of the things I just thought about the other day is, because I was thinking like, I have another device that I would use to connect this, but as I thought about it, this top piece here bends back, and so you could just unhook this here, and then this just slides right in place on here. So this just slides right in place on here, and then it can kind of go up, down, things like that. And like I said, it can swivel out, as well as the cell phone piece can swivel back and forth depending on how you want to control it and how you want to visualize. So a lot of times when I'm doing walking tours of hotels and things like that, I normally have it hooked up like this, or I might have the cell phone back a little bit, then I can control it right here using the cell phone. And like I said, just this week, I just thought about that if I did want to film and vlog, I could actually have, this type of setup going on right here. And I did say I'm shy and all that type of stuff, and but now I've added all this big stuff onto this small camera, but I'm trying to get over that shyness and just going with the flow and being a real YouTuber out here in these streets. So, but you can also have it and hold it like this, which is very cool and convenient. And then one of the things that's very cool about this, it does have a wrist strap. Like I said, you got to protect that gimbal. So let me put this on right here. You can turn it on and off. There are buttons down at the bottom of this extension rod to actually control the gimbal and to control the camera. So there's a record button. You can switch the camera from front facing to back facing camera. You can switch the modes. Like I said, it has a follow me mode on there. So if you did want it to follow something, you can put it on that mode. There's a mode where you can actually lock the gimbal. So if you're doing like some high rise shots and low rise shots and getting close and you don't want the gimbal to kind of go up and down on its own, you can have the gimbal locked. So you can go through all those features just by using this control handle here. And there is a wheel, I guess I'll call it like a little wheel. It's not a wheel, but a little button here where you can move the gimbal around 360 degrees. You can move the gimbal around with this button here. And then there's actually a button on this side where if you push it to the top, it'll allow the gimbal to move around like 360 degrees. If you click this button down, it'll do more of a different shape when you do move it around. So this is very convenient. But one of the things that, like I said, you do have to have this wireless module. So before I got this DJI wireless module, what I would do is I would use a USB Type-C to USB Type-C in order to connect my cell phone to the DJI. So this does work as well with a cord, but again, it's like all this extra cord space that you gotta have. Then depending on if you're not extending it, it just was just a little too much. So it was easier for me just to get that DJI wireless module to have one less thing to worry about when I'm out and about. But you know, if you're trying to do it on a budget right away and get one thing at a time, you can just get a cord, and you have to make sure that it does share like data or syncing data as well, and not just a cord for charging. So that's something very important to think about and to keep in mind. I'm trying to think of anything else. So yeah, I just really like this extension rod a lot. And then it's also good because when I don't have my cell phone and not wanting to use it, I can just flip the cell phone case, the cell phone holder down, and I can just go out and film just with this by itself. Sometimes that's all I do is if I know I'm just doing like walking and don't have to do too much switching around, changing settings and things like that, and just going to be walking down the streets. I've done a lot of videos walking in Las Vegas, walking on the lakefront in Milwaukee, and sometimes I don't even have my cell phone. I just have the extension rod and the DJI Osmo Pocket by itself. There are some shoe mount areas on this extension rod as well. So I guess if you had to put like a mic or a light or something like that, they do have that option on here. So like I say, and then the extension rod, it does collapse down pretty small. So this isn't, it can get down to about this small. So again, it's very light, not too heavy. So if you get a DJI Osmo Pocket, I would actually invest in one of these. Let me see what else. I'm just throwing stuff off to the side on the floor. Something else that I got early on when I got my DJI, because I know I'm on the go a lot, and I'm trying to get better with my electronics. I have so many electronics, and I guess on one of these Travel Tech Tuesdays, I'll show you how I started to store my electronics, because I used to have cords just everywhere. But let me not ramble on. You guys want to hear about this DJI Pocket stuff and me vlogging. So I did get this. I believe it's called like Smatry, a carrying case specifically made for the DJI Osmo Pocket. And it's really cool because it has the area right here in the middle where you can actually fit the DJI Osmo Pocket carrying case inside there. So you can actually fit the camera right inside of there. And then also what's very convenient is that it has a lot of slots, a few slots around it where you can put some of the accessories in there, because it can be hard to keep up with these devices, especially if you're not using the one for iPhone, or if you're not using them at all at the moment and you're just putting the main cover on there. So what I like about this carrying case is that I can actually slide the pieces right in there when I'm on the go, or for just storage. I can slide the pieces right in there, as well as one thing that I can't find right now. I normally sometimes use a attachment lens, which actually widens the frame and view, but I can't find that right now. I'm trying to get better with my electronics. I had it put up someplace, can't find it, but you can. It's also easy and convenient just to slide those down in here, as well as it does have this area up top where you can unzip it and you can store stuff up here, which normally what I do if I'm using like my small microphone or a charger, I'll put that in there. So I might just, a lot of times I'll put this mic in here just so everything can be together. So just a nice simple carrying case. Wanted to share that with you guys as well. Okay, and then I just watched a lot of people's YouTubes when I was trying to research about getting the Osmo Pocket, as well as looking up accessories. So I did see this mic, which was nice and convenient. It's very small, doesn't take up too much space for travel. Actually don't take up no space at all. Again, you know, like on airplanes and things like that, I can always keep this in my jacket pocket and then just pull it out and attach it to the Osmo Pocket. But this is actually called the Ceramonic SR-XM1 3.5 mm TSR omnidirectional microphone plug-and-play mic for DSLR cameras, camcorders, cam mixer, smart mixer, lav mic, smart rig plus, and it says wireless microphone system. So I'll put this down in the description below. So one of the things though that you do need if you are using this, because it does have that 3.5 adapter hookup, I guess that's what it's called, but you will need the Osmo Pocket genuine USB-C to 3.5 mm microphone adapter. So I'll show you guys that at the end, because I am mic'd up and I'm using my cell phone to film this. I got my I have that little piece plugged into my lav mic so I can talk to you guys. So at the end I'll take that out and I'll show it to you guys. But this mic right here is very convenient, and one of the things I liked about this mic is if I'm just filming with the camera by itself, you can actually move this back and forth. So even if you're using it with a cell phone, it can go, you know, back and forth. So like I said, how this only has the one microphone on it, it's good because if I am filming and talking to someone on the other side, I can always just push it up like that. And I can just push it up like that and it can face that way. Or if I turn it back this way, it can face this way. So this is one of the microphones that I have used with this when I've been filming and vlogging, and it's worked out pretty cool and good for me. Then I did just order a selfie stick. I don't know how many selfie sticks I got, but this is nothing special. Just a basic selfie stick here to use with this PGY Tech, like kind of like adapter, I guess we can call it. So this can just screw on to any tripod, or I guess you could say a tripod or selfie stick. So I'm going to show you guys what this does. Okay, so this PGY Tech device is called the PGY Tech Phone Holder Plus for DJI Osmo Pocket. So I'll leave the description down below. But one thing about this is that it's for, I guess you can use this for vlogging. And you do just have to put this Type-C adapter in, slide this into your, or your iPhone adapter, whichever team iPhone, team Type-C device here for Android. And then what you have to do is, look at me, I'm messing up already, y'all. That's why I really don't use this much. I did at first, before I had the extension rod, I used this. Because I just don't feel, it just doesn't seem to me like the phone is that secure and safe in here. I mean, I guess it is, but just for me, it just seems a lot more top heavy to have to carry this around and hold it like this. But I did use this as well in March when I first did like my first vlogging. I used this sometimes during my trip to Punta Cana, as well as the extension rod. But this is just cool if you know you're going to be out vlogging for the day And you know, you can always turn the camera how you would like to turn it, but this is just for when you want to get your footage on the DJI, but use your cell phone to film with and then still have those controls. So it's very convenient, like I said, for vlogging if you don't want to take out the extension rod, or if you're doing something on a budget and you just want to be able to film and see more and have a little more control over the DJI, then you can do this setup. Or if you want it to be like you have a camera where you can see what's going on at all times and see yourself, this is actually very good, because like I said, this touchscreen area here and what you're seeing is very small. So it's a nice setup, but it does feel a little heavier since you do have everything up here versus with that extension rod. It's just the light DJI at the top, but now you got your cell phone and you have this is made out of like metal. So it's kind of heavy, but again, this is very convenient for filming and seeing yourself. So I did like having this option, even for, like I said, I get kind of shy when I'm filming and starting the camera going, but I'm trying to get over that. So I just would, I guess this could be a nice setup too for vlogging. Like I said, I did it, and I use this. So you guys, that's just my brief overview of the DJI Osmo Pocket. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that explain all the specs and all those types of things. I just wanted to let you guys know what I use for vlogging and some of my day-to-day life filming, my hotel tours. Now, once cruising starts back up, I'll be using this when I'm doing my cruise ship tours and things like that, and for vlogging. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about the DJI Osmo Pocket? Is this something that you would use for vlogging? Have you used this for vlogging? What cameras do you guys use for your vlogs and things like that? Let me know down in the comments, and check back next week for Travel Tech Tuesday. This is your boy J-Hen. Thanks for watching.